Hello guys, Hit here. Today I'm going to make a video on how to wire an occupancy sensor switch. Most important thing that you're going to want to make sure is to make sure that your power is off. Labeled lights. Oh my god. The breakers are 40 years old, so they're very hard to turn off. But if you're wondering why there are two spots open into the breaker panel, you're wondering why it's a subfeed. This is this. You have your ground to the ground bus bar, you have two hots and neutral all running out this wire. It goes right here. That will go to two different breakers right there, and I already have two breakers right there for a tool circuit. I'm gonna have a tool circuit where it all is tools, power tools. So I'm gonna have two outlets, one on each breaker. So once the breakers strip, so let's say that they're on, I'm using like a jigsaw and what is it? Jigsaw and a drill, and then the breaker just trips. Okay, go back over here and turn it back on. Now, just a little tip about it. This is a bonding screw. You are never going to use this unless this is your main breaker panel. You should only bond the grounds and neutrals in a regular breaker panel. So anywho, get started. So an occupancy sensor switch. I lost the screws, and plus my back box is all messed up. So of course I'm using a white duct tape, just make it look legit. But it doesn't really need any screws. But of course, if you were like basically a person who was like very obsessed about code, saying this is not right, well, I'm fixing all these open splices. I know this is the most ridiculous thing of all, but yeah. Since I turned off the circuit, my emergency lights came on that are wired into there and then wired into there. But otherwise, let's get started. I need my screwdriver. I got two. So I'm going to take the switch out and undo all the wiring, and I'll be right back. Okay, so the occupancy sensor is off. Of course, this switch is by Leviton. I do recommend these. I knew I bought the right one because it says fluorescent on it. Some of the other ones just do regular light bulbs and fans. I bought the right one. That's like a couple of dollars extra. Of course, sorry that this is a mess. I was building my catapult. I'm working on installing this eventually. Here's my latest project. I have gone green and I have gotten an LED light bulb. Our schools have all upgraded to them as well. So I've joined Team Green and I have upgraded. But there still is regular fluorescent tube in there. And since this was originally hardwired into the system, I just put a regular plug on it and then put a receptacle up there. Which I actually do need an adapter plate for that with the wire. I put different color wires on this for a reason. White goes to that light. Black goes to that light. Orange goes to that light. So anywho, there are three wires. This black wire that goes out is called a stranded wire. Stranded means it is all like, it's not solid like this. Like if I just do that, the wire would like bend all the way down, and it's all like frayed and all these different things. Here's something very important. I avoided this first, so I did not realize how important it was. I forgot to ground it because what I used did not have a ground, so I got some Romex and an adapter plug down there that had everything. That had a ground. It did not work without the ground because it's not safe. But it's a Leviton Decora thing. Of course, I kept the instructions. I needed this just for the ground, but we don't need the instructions right now because you have this informational video. So make sure to attach your ground to this green screw because it looks like grass or ground. So the black screw, you see that there's a black screw and a red screw. Just like on a 3-way switch, a black screw is considered on one switch your line. On one switch there's a black screw where it's considered a line wire. There's another screw over here on a 3-way switch that's considered your load. Even though that this is not a 3-way switch, this is the load wire. And I actually happen to have a red wire laying around, so I thought it would just make perfect sense to do black wire to black screw, red wire to red screw, and then copper to green. So now I'm going to attach the ground wire real quick, and I'll be right back. Oh, and just something else. Leviton came up with this clip system where you don't have to wrap it around the screw. You can put it underneath a pressure pad. So you see where you have those two things. See that? It's where the wires go in. It's pressure plate system. So we have the ground attached. Now let's do the black wire to the black screw. Okay, so now we have our line attached. Let's attach our load wire, which in this case is red, but that's just an adapter wire. Usually you will have just this plain regular black wire going to it, so it can get confusing over time. But if you study a lot, like I do, like a training book, like I have like a regular electrical book, at least for an hour a night, that all I read about are these switches, then you can trust me about this, because I studied this a lot. So now we put our output to this. Alright, so now this is attached. One thing I just remembered, do not tighten this down too hard, or else you can bend the plate just like I kind of just did right there with the line. Now, I'll make sure that if this is a new box in a new room, and if you're putting one of these switches on there, make sure to have your neutrals put together to complete the circuit. Shove those to the back of the box. Shove this all the way in. I'll tighten this up and put the plate back on. I'll be right back. Okay, so now we have everything done. It also does come with a manual push button. So, well, where is it? Where's the plug? Since I'm actually too lazy to undo that and hardwire it, just like that, I am most me doing that. I also got underbench LED lighting, under workbench, but yeah. This is actually a transformer for it, or a ballast, you might say, because of the output. It's technically a ballast because it's a transformer. It's 12 volt output, but 120 volt input. But here's the question. So, that I'm actually been asking for a while, but I just don't get it right. So, says, hold on. It says input voltage 100 to 240 volts AC, 50/60 hertz. What is that? The vibrations going through it? I have no idea. Please leave it in the comments. It is just driving me crazy. I'm pretty sure it is vibration or the waves going through it. It's just killing me. There's all this Romex on the floor. I need to pick it up. Well, spring cleaning is coming up. Are you serious? Where is the cord? Where is it? Where is it? Wait, no. Here it is. And of course the circuit is still off. So those emergency lights will still be on. And so now I am going to get this all covered up. See how there's all wire mold up on top of there? I have, where is it? I have the cover for this right there. I just need to fit everything right. Now let's go turn the power back on. Power. And as you will notice, nothing happens yet because your switch has to flash green as it warms up. You'll do that for approximately 45 seconds. And you'll hear a relay click on the inside and turn on. And I have set the timeout settings for 30 seconds. If you do not know how to do that, then put your fingers right on top of here and pull down. Mine's set to 30 and daylight is set to a certain amount of time. And then, boom, there's that relay. Whoa. Yeah, I'm actually still working on this light, so the ballast is exposed and so are the connections. Look, you can definitely tell which is the LED. And at our school, we only have one of these in each fixture. Look how bright it is. My iPod's in here, yes. Okay, so this light, I wish it would only work with one lamp, but it doesn't. I'm gonna need a 1 lamp ballast for that. But if I can do it, I'll just have this LED tube in just to save money. And versus regular fluorescent bulb, look at how much the difference is. I actually had a problem the other day with a certain bulb. I'll show you which it is. With this light bulb right here, it doesn't look too worn out, does it? It's probably like a little brown spot right there. Well, apparently it was up in that fixture. It was flashing yellow at the end, and the whole entire light was arcing. And by that, the lights were flickering on and off, both bulbs, because the electrons were not flowing from the pins to the cathode to ignite the gases. Not catch on fire, just to make all the electrons flow through the plasma and vaporize mercury, make them all excited, as it says, and cause them to glow. It did not go back through these contacts, or which side that you want. It did not go through the output on the yellow side to go back into the ballast. But once I put it right here in this fixture, my LED light bulb was actually flickering and buzzing. That means that the electrons did not flow through the bulb all the way for it to pass through to complete the circuit to light up the LED bulb. Now let's step out here for at least 30 seconds. Alright, so they turned off, and come back in, then they turn on again. Now here's the manual feature. And now if you leave the room for like 3 minutes, then once you come back in, it'll turn the lights back on. But yeah, that is the review of that is the actually installation of the Leviton, wait 1 minute. That is the installation of the Leviton IPSO2 motion sensor / occupancy sensor switch. It has been a long process for me to get this to work the first time because I did not add little ground wire, and I'm not getting electrocuted by this because the ground is never live. But yeah, of course, always make your wiring neat. Use wire staples, like I did on the ceiling. I don't like wires touching cereals because, like, pull down a box of Cheerios and then you're dead because the wire will just get yanked. That'll be the end of you. But yeah, the real problem is that there's no grounding wire coming out of here, which means the lights are not grounded. Oh well. So that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching.